No. Hi, chat. Good evening from me, and happy time zone to you. I'm actually not calling. I was just watching your Natlan VOD. Sorry if you were trying to catch up. I did not get it up as early as I was hoping to, but I had a surprisingly active day today. Recording for VOD. Yes, thank you for asking. I am recording for Dish VODs. No secret content. Just real quick. Probably not gonna do Rebirth tonight. I would say it's like a 2% chance. Unless I finish the Archon quest in 45 minutes, which we all know is impossible. Or, I don't know. I think my sleep schedule is just weird. So, I got up late, but I'm still quite tired. So I think I'm paying back some sleep debt or something like that. Have you watched the Jingyuan Feixiou morning routine video? It's official. I have not. I did hear about it. I've been a little bit zoned out. I don't know. I feel like I just can never fully focus on... I can't meaningfully focus on 2 gacha games at the same time. That's been my experience lately. I'll like spend a week or so focused on one game, and then I'll spend a week or so focused on another game, and a week or so focused on another game. And it just kind of oscillates between the 3 games that I'm playing. I just... can't do... I don't know. Have you ever played Epic Monkey? Are you trolling me? You're not trolling me. Disney's Epic Monkey? Wait, you said Epic Mickey? Oh, I can't read, by the way. Just heads up, I can't read. Epic Mickey. Ooh. Did this just get announced? Rebrushed. Interesting. 2010 versus 2024. Oh, it's a remake. Oh, interesting. I will put a pin in that. Epic Monkey. I saw just like meme pics and I was like, I don't think that's quite what. You saw the new Mualani short, right? The lifeguard one. Of course. No, actually I didn't. 51 seconds. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's catch up on those 2 things. Gosh, I'm falling behind. Let's catch up on those 2 things and then dailies, and then we'll get straight into the quest. After 1 round of Insaniquarium, of course. No, she's so cute. Just muscular. Well, a little muscular. How cute. Yay! Save him! How cute. Kidding me. Where did... Yeah, no, she looks about as muscular as Hoyoverse will allow. Hoyoverse will allow playable characters to be, which is not very much. I love these. Just cute little videos. cute little videos of Mualani literally saving someone's life. Nice. Very cute. Okay, taking it easy. Animated short. Oh, this is a whole animated short. Ah, cool! Wow. Because she is the cat. Oh, shower. Flip trigger.
だから大丈夫だって。よし、準備完了。
Wow, huge. Ah.
結局ギリギリじゃないですか。
Oh. People run. Wow. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Feixiou. What? Magical girl. He's Quicksilver. Yeah. Hey, I love these sequences. All by 10 a.m.?
気象将軍、ナフの
Embarrassing.
食べ物は口に合うかな。
ちょっと薄いけど悪くないわ。
だがまさかあの天撃将軍が遅刻する日が来ようとはな。
手ぶらってのも悪いからね。
こやつは
ちょっとした手土産よ。
Cute. Wow. There's an alternate version of me that lives like her, but I'll always be Jingyuan, I think. This is literally my morning routine. Sleep, snooze, sleep. Cat wakes me up. Water the flowers. Have a bird on my shoulder, of course, because I'm a princess. Meet with both generals. Get dressed. This is lit. Tea time? Yeah? Maybe in another life. This is Dawn. POV. Very nice, love. Due to recording arrangements, this video audio will be Japanese. We apologize for any inconvenience. No inconvenience. I think I just missed the first word because I didn't have CC on. The first thing she said. It's still early. Oh, wow. Hoyo animation always cooks. This is the only way I'll ever be like Jingyuan. He's so me. Clean girl TikTok. Clean girl. Wanyon. Wait, what do people call it? It's like a TikTok disease. Wanyongism. It's just like eating disorder in codename. No, not Wanyong's fault. Cool. Cool. I think I'll maybe I will pull for her. I am not sure. I haven't decided. Yay! I have to wait for a certain somebody else. I'm so sad Feixiou has no tail. Oh, does she really? She doesn't. She doesn't. I wonder how that works out. Big ears though. Yeah, I'm only it's all about Sunday. For now. For me. I've heard some dreams this Sunday soon. I have had some That's So Raven moments. She's threatened my Sunday funds. For me, nothing will threaten my Sunday funds. I have to hold. Wait, let me do Genshindo first. Nothing will do. Nothing will pry Sunday from my hands. Yikes. One of these days it's going to be Kaya. Just watch. Aloy. Oh, wait. It's not Cryo. Stupid.
Sailor Estella says, hi, Miss Dish. Did you reacted to Mualani's demo? I couldn't find the void.
It is in the VOD. There's a VOD of it, but it's not on Side Dish. I can probably pull up the... Hold on. Let me lock it for this. If you look up Mualani demo, Dish VODs, it will probably come up. It does exist on YouTube, just not on Side Dish. There's not a dedicated video for it. Or Daily Dish, rather. Okay, Cryo. Bow. Not from Mondstadt. Or from question mark. Or from Sumeru. That would, of course, be... obviously, without really having to think about it, of course, that is Siege Queen. Hey, okay. For a second, I was actually questioning in my head if she's Hydra. Okay.
草靴店店 中花店靴
Ah,
夏イモリり
Imori?
いもり
Easy.
背中
Easy. Kusuri?
つもり
No.
曇り薬
Easy. Sakai.
世界
Yeah. Seneca.
背中
Chikai.
近い
Akai.
赤い
Kumori.
ナンセンス
Nonsense?
ナンセンス
Oh,
ナンセンス
nonsense. Ah.
ちてん
Na.
な
Nan.
すせ
Sen.
Hello everyone, I'm Dish Tap.
Wait.
ナンセンス
Nonsense.
ちてししす
Nonsense.
ナンセンス
I feel like that's wrong. Nah. Oh, okay. Alright.
世界曇り
That's kind of hard.
薬曇り
Semai.
田舎
Ah, da.
狭い田舎
Sekai.
世界
Tanaka.
背中、田中、インク、
Ink?
うん。い、うん。
Ink.
ま、は、て、
No, no.
く、
Ink. Kurasu. Kurasu.
センチ、
Senchi?
センチ、
Senchi. Senaka. Chikai. Sekai. Chikai. Imori. Kusori.
アンテナ、
Antenna. Oh, I'm gonna fail this one. Okay, focus. That's N. So on. I feel like I'm just picking this one because it has a T shape in it.
アンテナ、
Tena? Ten. Na. Which one's na? This is wrong. Oh, of course, right. Of course. That's N.
ナンセンス、
Okay, alright.
うん。す、な、
None. None.
せ、
Ten.
うん。
Se.
す、
Se. Oh,
Antenna.
okay. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it.
アンテナ、
This one. Oh,
アンテナ、
these ones are really hard for me. But I feel like I still. Okay. Yeah, hard exercise is right. Great, thank you. I thought she's playing Genshin. Relax, Jasper. It seems you're new here. We do these things in my stream. They started in August when I was streaming every day. We now do these things called, you know how Genshin has dailies? We have stream dailies, which includes Genshindo, Duolingo, Insaniquarium Deluxe, 10-minute speed round. And they're all very important for so many reasons. Learning, nostalgia, routine, familiarity. Of course. Okay, I have a new strat for this one. Wait. I cannot remember which one I want. I think I can do better. The one we did last time. The stars. Go get it, dummy. I think I can cook this time. We need to add Twitter like showcase. That's not a bad idea. Ugh. Not a bad idea, truly. I think the key is I need to raise as many guppies to adulthood as quickly as possible.
Bless you.
Thank you. So that when I'm able to start buying the star potion, I can convert all of them rather quickly. Although I also need to get to do these too. Actually, do you want to be the nose? Yeah, okay. Can you delay that, please? Please delay it. Oh my gosh! No! Don't run it! That was so cursed. That was so cursed. Okay, let's run it back. Okay. Gumbo is usually really useful, just not that time. Just not that time. All right, let's try that again. That was kind of scary. Now think about how me as a little kid felt when that happened. Horrifying. Okay, we get as many guppies as possible. But also I need to upgrade my food so that stupid thing doesn't eat them all. I need to be able to kill it frame 1. You remember this game? You must have had a great childhood. Well, I don't know if you had a great childhood, but your childhood was probably good while you were playing Insaniquarium. Excellent timing, Meryl. No. That one is low-key the worst one. I hate it. Okay. I think as long as I can start converting... Like, I can start converting diamonds at around the 5-minute mark, I should be able to get up to 30,000. Will there be another nail stream? Perhaps in 3 weeks or so. Because that's probably when I will need to redo my nails. Alright, presto. Thank you for your service. We're gonna go double marrow now. No, the big one ate it. No. Oh, what a waste. Minus 250. No, get away. All right. All right. Now we're talking. Now, I'm gonna need this so I know when these bros are hungry. So I can feed them appropriately. No. Yes. Excellent. Oh, poor. I'm poor. Oh, please don't eat that, little guppy. No. I'm a fool. A fool. Peep peep. What is it? What is it, honey? Alright, I need to just buy star catchers now, I think. Okay. No! 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 Oh, I ate a star catcher, boy. What a waste. Alright, this is great. Okay, all of these are adults now. So now I will feed them potions. Forever. Please be hungry soon. Excellent. Excellent. Holy crap. Not enough star catchers. This is already going a lot better than before. Oh no. All right. Not bad. Now, all I have to do is sit back and collect my cash. And occasionally feed the guppies. Yes, yes. Excellent, excellent. This is perfect. This is gaming. This is gaming, by the way. I can't even collect how many diamonds I have. And now we just max. We just receive and reap. No, 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 please. Oh, why are you spawning in there? Okay, I think I only got one. That one's gonna die. Never mind, it got one. Oh no, I lost one. Ah, rip. Never mind, resurrected. Resa-freaking-rected. Now I just get to cash in for the next 2 minutes. This might be my best round yet. What does the bad guy do? That one eats your fish. It's very frustrating. It will eat everything, so you have to kill it with the fish food. I would look at chat, but this is just too important to me. It can't really do that much damage at this point, you know? Like, what can it do? I'm about to make 50k in one round, so... Yeah. I am literally the Insaniquariumer. Let's go. Let's make money. Let's go! 60k! Whoa! By the way, you get 5% of the bonus cash. Of the cash that you earn. And it goes toward getting a bonus pen. But the OGs know. Oh! Okay, that might be the meta. That round, I think that's definitely my best score. 67,000. Soon. Very soon, I'll be able to buy the next bonus pet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tots, thank you for the... Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 6 gifted subs. Yeah. Holy moly. Thank you. You got the DoorDash refund. Oh. From Taco Bell? Was it you who got Taco Bell, right? Way back? Well, it wasn't that way back. It was pretty recently, actually. I'm very glad to hear that. I was thinking about that maybe 2 days ago. That was like, I can't believe that happened. So I'm very glad. I'm very glad. I haven't even added food back to that thing. I'm glad you got your money back. And thank you so much for the gift subs. I really appreciate it. Make sure to say thank you if you got a sub. Car, thank you for the 34 months. Nira. I just poked my own eye. Thank you for the 11 months. Ray for the prime sub. All right, sleepies. Might just be me. But we're jumping into the last section of the Archon quest. AKA, we're about to go into the realm of the dead. Or maybe the souls? I'm very excited. It was hard to stop at this point. And we just left her waiting. The whole night. Where am I? Oh, I can't uncap my resin right now, can I? I can. Because we're just... Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Wait, really quick. Let me just uncap. I got Mualani on my birthday and almost C6. Got almost C6 Kachina. Congratulations. That is very epic. I am out of crystal flies. That's good. Well, fine. Some other time. Alright, anyways. Let me go back. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Okay. Enter the underground ruins. Oh, do we have to walk there? I kind of thought we were gonna like teleport her in. I thought we're all gonna jump down like when you go into the end in Minecraft. But this is cool too. What are you eating? Sorry. Crunching in your ear. I'm eating Trader Joe's, like, they're called chocolate cat cookies for humans. That's what it says on the packaging. They are very good. They're kind of like animal crackers, but they're just cats. Additionally, it's chocolate. Kachina died via creeper explosion. And now she's stuck. Yeah. We forgot to keep inventory.
Do you also like collecting shiny rocks?
Am I dumb? Hold on. How about we just pay attention to where the ping is and go there? Huh? Instead of just running around. Now isn't that an idea? What if we paid attention? By we, I mean me. Really, Churl. Want to disturb. Oh, he's not aggroing me. Is that a glitch? He's looking this way. Perhaps we light the fire? He looks like he's talking. Or like trying to explain something. I don't want to accidentally hit him. Who's got good aim? How do you... Who has really bad AoE? Yoimiya.
Are you going to hold a festival?
Hey, be careful. Oh. Huh.
Ooh, let me open it.
See, now these are the kinds of interactions that I want to have with Hilly Trolls. I still stand by the fact that it's so lame that we still have to kill Hilly Trolls as per usual after we found out who they were. This is what I want. You heard Kari Bear's voice. Oh, I hope he lives a good, happy rest of his life. Can't think about Hilly Trolls. That will become sad. Very nice. Thank you, developers. Appreciate it. Okay, Kachina Rescue Team. Why is this called Moonbat? I don't know. I can't remember.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Kachina. Traveler, of course. Actually, we're probably gonna have to fight something in here, huh? I shouldn't go too lore accurate. I don't even know what team to use with her. What reactions are you guys running with Mualani? Vaporize? I assume Vaporize is the most powerful. Vape. Yeah, classic. Nothing's gonna be vape. Ever. No way is it freaking Xiongling. Of course it is.
I'll bring my seasoning.
Who else would it be? Maybe Deya's also good. Hey, let's go. Can do.
Got a job for me?
And of course. Sure. We'll just
I won't hold you back.
won't overthink it. Dea works better in some cases. Now that's what I like to hear. This will be good for now, I think. I mean, because Dea, well... I'll try both. Together. Recommended elements. Excellent. Excellent. You can't level her up, can I? Oh. Yes, this should be helpful. Let's do that. Bennett doesn't work with Mualani because she scales off HP, not attack. I wasn't really thinking about burst or damage increase. I was just thinking about healing. I'd probably run Kokomi if I had her. But I guess you could also run... I mean, there's a lot of options. Level her auto attacks a little. Are you sure about that? Because I've heard conflicting thoughts about that. No, they don't. Yeah. From what I understand, she's similar to Ayato. You don't have to level her auto attack because you won't use it. Bye, Zoom.
Hopefully this won't take long.
Retroburgeon. Oops. So I stole this. What was this? Listen, don't look at his build. I don't really know what's going on. I've probably stolen pieces from him for other people's many times, so just don't look at it. Thanks. Wait, what? What's this? Oh, gilded. Oh, gosh. I've probably stolen pieces for other people. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I don't even remember how to build them. It's fine. Don't look. Don't look. I said don't look. Farina? She's not a great healer. It's more like a last-ditch effort healer. But she could work.
Even though the streams are a little late in my country, I always make sure to watch at least a bit.
So we're
Love you,
underneath
dishing
Natlan
this
right
flower.
now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
Thank you, Sailor. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you for the 5 months.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons.
Why would you spread misinformation as fact? Quinn, don't be a jerk. You've never made a mistake before?
Humans only established their own
Don't
society
worry.
after the fall
Smarten.
of the dragons.
Don't mind them.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she's talking about Saurians. I think she means actual dragons.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Not a problem. That's just what I like to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Yeah! War! Adventurers live for moments like this.
Then let's go.
Danger!
We won't let anything stand in our way.
I really respect people who are thrill seekers. I am not. I am a peace seeker. I am comfort and stability seeker. With maybe the occasional thrill. I like routine and normalcy. And safety as well. But I suppose I can pretend.
Seems like the
For the
road
game.
ends here. How should we get across?
Oh, don't worry. I am very good at
As
this.
a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well,
Ah!
that goes without
What?
saying. But
No!
I actually
No,
work
no,
as
no,
a
no.
sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
I thought I could. Thank you. Anyway. I'm not looking at chat. I'm too embarrassed.
Nickwick_20 says it's been so long.
Hello.
Hi, M's Dish.
Those
Hi,
guys
Karen
look
Karen.
familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Show no mercy. Show no mercy. I took a little damage for that. Alright. Hello, everyone.
Let's get it on! Hi!
The doctor will see you now.
My
Hiya. Alright. She's also still not, like, properly built. Well, she's a work in progress. Mualani. But she's so strong, it doesn't really matter.
Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
Hi.
Eat this!
Buckle up! Ha!
I adjusted my graphic settings on my game, and I've noticed that the VODs have looked a lot better. Like, much less pixelated. I don't know if that's been the same on Twitch, but I turned off... What did I do? I turned off Bloom. It's kind of loud. Chungling's ult looks a little different. Yeah, I think it affects, like, the colors. Hey. What? Did I do that? I didn't do that. You just kicked me out. Or did I leave? Did I leave that? I press confirm. Great. 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 Good. Excellent work. Wow. I wonder if this is remnants
So
of an
we're
ancient
underneath
dragon.
Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant
Civilization.
past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society.
So these are Saurian ruins?
Yay.
Wait, you mean like the elemental soft?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived. These ruins have been abandoned.
So what you're saying is...
No. It's going to be up.
What?
It's the pre-adventure.
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
I wasn't really listening to the Ian-san's talking section because I was too focused on not falling to my death. So it's no problem.
Seems like
It's
the
actually
road
better.
ends here. How should we get across?
Oh, don't worry, Paimon.
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one.
No grilled
It's much
meat?
faster to just
Those guys look familiar.
To just
fought them
vote.
before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
We fought them before. Oh, you don't know how true that is. Show no mercy.
The doctor will see you now.
Remember, health comes first.
Yeah. It's always on theme to repeat quest moments. Because Genshin is a loop, you know, it's all part of immersion. Start. Ooh. Here we go.
Whoa. The place we need to go seems really high up.
No problem. No, no.
Yeah! Look alive!
I don't want to!
Get them! Carving wave! Amazing! Woohoo! Surf's up! Check this out! Best of luck!
I don't want to!
Taking a turn for the better.
Ha! Chip! Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Oh, get out of there. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Boba, get them!
Buckle up!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Boom, 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 boom. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Was never in doubt. Oh. Oh. Cool. Very cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets stuck like that during fights. That's what I'm here for. To be relatable. I'm certainly not known for my skills. Behind door number 3, more hilly churls.
Off we go!
Excellent.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat!
Kaya build kind of nasty.
You're dead meat!
My physical build is pretty nasty, yeah. That's true. I feel like we might get physical, like a more notable physical comeback in Shinsnaya. I can't, it's not based on facts or anything, it's just how I feel. Just vibes only.
Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
That and probably like freeze.
Gloves off!
Shatter. Shatter meta. Yeah, that's what I want. Shatter meta. Believe. It'll happen. Oh, that looked like a, it's like a diamond shape. Boom.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
Paimon always complaining about walking, about adventuring and stuff. Like she can't literally fly. Like she doesn't walk.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up.
Exciting.
Don't push her through before she's ready.
This would be neat if the traveler had the ability to use all different weapons and a different kit for each.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Similar to the Trailblazer. Why the spam? Who?
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
I don't see anybody spamming.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy everywhere here. Okay,
That
now cleanse
overflow
it.
of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here.
Hmm.
We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed.
It's like a dream.
If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
Don't try it now.
Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Ooh,
Those are all
spooky.
manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Eh.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Reminds you of Enkonomiya. Wait, does this mean you're...
Yes. I'm Vichama's friend, Malco.
Oh!
I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much.
Hello, Dr. Goose. Thank you for the resub.
Sorry, I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
I would follow Gabby into the
Paimon
abyss.
didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
No question. Ow! Oh my gosh.
You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me.
Oh my
My
gosh,
power will be
scary.
able to ward off attacks for the time being.
This is quite frightening.
Keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
This whole concept is very eerie. And the music as well. Ah! Bah! Bah! It's gonna kill me! Stop! I'll surf my way out of here, no problem.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste
They
our time
almost
on
didn't
them.
make it. We shouldn't? Okay. Well, okay. What do you want to do then?
Mind the side effects.
The doctor will see you.
Hope this becomes a playable area. Man, I feel like it's not going to be though. This seems like one of those limited time, just like really unique domains.
Let's shred, Sharky.
It was a really cool
Nice and
one.
spicy.
There's a great one in Sumeru. Ah, what was it called? I played it off stream. But they've definitely made areas that are this cool and haven't made them permanent, which is kind of insane. This is like a... I mean, we've seen this kind of imagery before. Like this open... Like the sky cracking open. It's like there's layers. The Irminsul? That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here.
I feel like their name is still in here somewhere. Pale Fire, is it this one? The Pari quest.
Just stick close.
The main Pari quest. Oh my gosh.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Kind of does matter. Tell us.
Paimon just heard it too. Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
Say more. Who buys pants with on legs? Bikers? Looks like we're just in time. Hi, sweetie, we're here.
We're here, Kachina. Mualani, you made it.
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go.
No problem. Oh.
Shockwave! Buckle up! Ha! Let's ride! Surf's up! Boba, get them! You're toast!
Mind the side effects.
Ah.
Bitter pill to swallow.
Oh no, everybody's dying. Stop. Stop, stop, stop.
You're here. You're finally here.
I made sure her stuff didn't despawn.
Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wayob's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wayob with me?
She's crazy.
I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss. That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wayob of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wayob. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wayob can extend their consciousness.
Okay.
There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wayob can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem. Still, we can't just leave the Wayob to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wayob and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wayob, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Let's go. This way.
Okay,
I'll
Kachina.
stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal, and return to the world where you belong.
I wonder what will happen to him.
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Sad.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
It's always, sometimes I care about like NPC stories, sometimes I don't. It kind of just depends. I like this one. Yeah, death flag, but he's already dead. Yeah, he's like in the afterlife already, so I don't know exactly what that means. It seems like he's more just gained his own consciousness back, which I guess is the best you could hope for when you're dead. I don't know. If you're stuck here, no matter what. Bryce, you shouldn't be in here, low-key. He's gonna meet an early grave. Whoa. A cocoon. No, that's the totem.
Wayob? Wayob! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wayob, can you hear me? Wayob?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wayob from answering our calls. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
This is like the Sakura cleansing ritual.
Careful.
Reminding me of that.
We've got company.
Oh. Oh.
Already?
Is it?
You really think
it's not him.
soul could slow me down?
Oh. I mean, I totally did betray them. I was hoping it was going to be a Joe.
He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
Oh.
You killed Malco?
Oh.
You would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself.
That was so quick.
You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all of this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close.
Interesting.
I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
The Abyss is like the dark side. It's like very strong power. But yeah, it's very strong, alluring, like deeply tempting, but also all-consuming power. Well, at least that's what it seems like from our perspective.
Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the raid, Patsy. Really need to turn that alert
Feel
sound
that?
down.
I'm right here next to you.
Power friendship, PogChamp.
Thanks, Mualani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship.
Classic. The power of friendship.
The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Very straightforward.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Oh, it is just the 2 of us. Bung, bung, bung.
Amazing!
Oh! Oh my gosh.
Surf's up! Catch an epic wave!
What is the synergy here? Landslide, of course.
Woohoo! Amazing!
Water and rock. That was literally so easy. You never underestimate friendship.
We actually won!
Turns out he wasn't stronger than the ones we fought in the past. Huh, interesting. He's just like, he's actually easier than All the times I've fought the stupid things in the abyss.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy. I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable. Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right.
He's huge.
As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Ain't he the blacksmith in Mondstadt?
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
Let's go. Let's go, West Coast.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayob.
He lived.
Under the name Umoja,
well,
you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Unite.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Oh, I like the sound effects during that. And fist bump me, please. Woo, cool.
What's wrong, Mualani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Tupac's power. Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayob first.
Chewing. Wow, that's cool. I always like deities being much, much bigger than humans. Big. And voice was great. Interesting. So they're projecting, and she, the traveler, is drawing.
That should be enough. Wayob? Wayob? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay.
Oh, for all this.
I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change.
Thank you.
No matter what the future holds.
That's sweet. Viridian, thank you so much for the raid. It's my fault. It's my fault. No. It's my fault. I have it set up way too high. And truthfully, I should change it, but usually it's funny. Thank you. Welcome, guys. I'm gonna get straight up.
Thank you, Wayob.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wayob, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
Ooh, cutscene? Oh. A Sealy!
The Sealy opened the way for us!
What is a Sealy doing down here? Oh. Okay, music! Is my stamina increasing? Is increased?
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
I'm bee-hopping, I'm bee-hopping! I'm just hopping now. I'm going as fast as I can.
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Ah!
Quick, through the middle!
It's like the Indiana Jones ride.
Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
This music, I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, they missed. It closed? Mama? It's her. Whoa! What? No way.
You've done well. Now come home.
She's crazy. She just broke it. She just broke it? Like that? How? I need more information.
We're back.
I didn't know that was possible.
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here.
How did she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
That wording really confused me for a second.
Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon.
Her mind!
Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Yes. Yes, we do. That's interesting.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wayob mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
When she broke the sky, I had Brat playing. Oh man, okay.
Off we go.
I'm gonna walk just to let that digest for a second. Interesting. This looks like a quest item. Huh, okay. So the Archon didn't tell us everything. Not to say she misled us per se, but there's definitely more to her objective than what she shared with us when she sent us off into the Abyss. I thought Dish wasn't pulling Natlan characters. Incorrect, but I know why. I understand why. What led you to that conclusion? Oh yeah. She's a liar and a cheater? Okay. Yeah, Mualani definitely ran to me. That's true. An Archon not telling us of all the plans? Shocking. Who could have thought? That's never happened before. Looking at you, Zhongli. Oh, alright, let's hear it.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
She's moving out.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
All have some degree of abyssal contamination. Things to choose. I always forget how to pronounce it. Extensive experience treating abyssal contamination. Harmful effects will not be permanent. Great. The treatment also relieves Kachina symptoms.
All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation,
Allegedly.
that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right.
Feixiou.
We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions.
My brother is CEO of the Abyss.
Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
Are you a lore player? I wouldn't give myself that credit to say I'm a lore player. I enjoy it. I enjoy the lore. There are certain lore storylines that I'm invested in and could like talk about with some level of authority. But with the long list of world quests that I haven't done, I can't really in good faith call myself a lore player. But I enjoy watching lore YouTubers stuff. So basically, I might have the right answer to a question, I might not.
I'll get straight to the point.
Depends on what it is.
Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
A year.
No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion.
Oh, can't be controlled.
The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh.
Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
It's just wow. So it's just gobbling up.
But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayob nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future.
That's why she didn't tell him.
So, the
I shouldn't tell
Archon
anybody.
had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Unless...
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame.
Oh my gosh. I see. So she has been around for 500 years.
Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
Oh. Reincarnated? Or rebirth? Yeah. Rebirth?
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Wow, this was all part of the plan. So did she how did she do that?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayob. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayob would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayob were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke.
Wow.
But something went wrong along the way.
It was all timed.
The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them.
Oh.
Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayob has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayob, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered.
I guess I assumed all of them would have ancient names.
That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
No.
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
I guess it could be any but the playables.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
But what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wayob. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
I don't know what I was about to say.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before.
Oh,
Where
right.
did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
real? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds.
Wow, all of her Little Mermaid stuff, she had to get rid of it. It's sad.
It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
Sad.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
Oh, her family photo, is that gone as well? Oh, that's
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster.
So if anything goes wrong in this plan, it's all over.
Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
She said no regrets. I didn't get how she could come back, but I realized since the Ode to Resurrection exists, it isn't out of left field, really. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if she sacrificed her life before her time, does that mean she was like, she didn't just like, it's not like she went to sleep and was like dead and then woke up a second later to be the next one. Does that mean, well, no, I'm curious about the details. Like, was she literally like reborn into a new family? Was her soul taken and imbued into like another Secrets of the Gnosis? Ooh. Yeah, like, was she fighting for her life in the Night Kingdom the whole time? If the flame goes out, she's dead. The time I got reincarnated as the Pyro Archon. Not dead by old age. She can resurrect as if she doesn't age. Charmander. Yeah, did she have to grow up again? That's kind of... I guess I figured yes. But 500 years difference. It's an isekai. Maybe she went to sleep for like 500 years? I don't know. I don't think so. Because if she sacrificed her life to the flame, that would imply that she went... Like, I'm just curious, did she spend all that time in the Night Kingdom? And I guess I wonder if the old memories of her previous incarnation, if they feel like hers. Yeah, or did she just poof as an adult? Perhaps the next Archon quest will explain more. Yeah, I probably should wait to speculate and question until we get to the end of the quest.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden
All
Wars.
right.
And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Yes, we have to. Gotta find light in the darkness.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right, you should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Party time. I think this is a perfect time for a party, in fact. Oh. Oh. Whoa.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from.
So she died. She's gone.
The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Bye.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future.
Scared me.
The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt.
Ooh. Dang.
For Natlan.
Tacos.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again?
Oh, is that her mom and sister?
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry.
Must have been so
Even
hard.
across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something.
Oh.
There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it.
So little.
So, don't forget about me.
Oh gosh.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
So her past is kind of always with her.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Oh. Ended kind of abruptly. Feels like the First Nation since Mondstadt Liyue to actually like their Archon. Well, they liked Farina and then they didn't like her. And then in Sumeru they didn't like her and now they like her. People liked Farina until they started to look like she was a fraud. But yes, they seem to 100% love and respect the Archon. Which I think I would too. I mean, why wouldn't you? Was that kind of like the paths in AOT? Man, it's been a while. I think it was just her. Like, I don't think those were actual consciousnesses. I think it was mostly just her. I actually don't know. I kind of assumed it was just her, like, being able to kind of walk through her past memories.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh no, I knew Chaska would be
Like,
here,
replaying
so I
memories and
just
stuff?
came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made
All right,
it back.
Gucci
It's
flip.
just
Gucci flip.
I'll
Flop.
make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
You're being obnoxious. Very obnoxious, actually. So if you'd like, you can come back tomorrow. But, you're gone for the day. At minimum.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything. I know we met yesterday, but you can tell us anything. Oh wait, was that today? Did we meet today?
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least.
Sneaky.
Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision. Thank you for confiding in us.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration.
I like her design. Yeah, I do too. I think she has a really great color scheme. Like, it wouldn't be hard. You wouldn't really have to add too much to make her a playable character. You'd, like, this design, if it was on like a non-NPC model, and if everything was 3D instead of 2D, honestly, this design by itself could be a 4-star design with those upgrades.
Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
She's cute. Pokemon trainer.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Well, if we're directly fighting the Abyss, like, it could... I mean, I would hope we're gonna see... Wow, big guy. I would hope we're going to see, like, have a real direct altercation with the siblings soon. Like, we only have 2 nations left. Including this one. She's so Sylveon. Soka is going crazy.
Pipa? What do you need? You chasing a fly?
Hi, sweetie. She's so talkative these days.
Eating a fly?
She killed a fly today. Sibling weekly pause. Yeah. I feel like, just a note for chat, I feel like a lot of people who get, like, timed out and banned don't really understand that, like, it's not really about the technical rules of chat. Like, yes, if you break a technical rule, or you just, you know, you say something that's, like, hateful or whatever, like, actually hateful, like, obviously, yes, one of us is gonna time you out or ban you. But, like, if you're throwing off the vibes of chat, if you're making other people agitated or uncomfortable, I can time you out, and I will. Like, if you're not, like, part of my obligation as a streamer,
Do so much on your own, but
part of my obligation as a streamer is to make sure my chat environment is nice. It doesn't mean we all have to, like, act exactly the same. But if you're, like, directly causing other people annoyance, or you're just trying to say things, like, if you're treating chat like it's your private Twitter account and it's annoying people, I'm gonna time you out. People always like, actually, I didn't do anything to break the rule. You annoyed me and others. So, goodbye. I mean, I know people are gonna get annoyed by it, but I would rather my chat environment be nice and enjoyable than to like pander to people who are being annoying. Me yesterday, I forgot. Well, good. Most of the time, I forget about it instantly. So it doesn't really have a lasting effect. That was more funny than anything else. Yesterday was just funny. I feel like people... Oh! Oh my gosh, no way! Dude, solo!
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woo! Kachina! Oh, they're cheering for her. Don't let him back out.
Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
Yeah. Now no one better be mean in here.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
Oh.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
He said, don't switch it up now.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
Oh.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition, and he turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Oh my gosh. He's so mad.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
All right.
Protective
There's no
dad.
need to be like that, Uncle Pakal.
Well, not actually dad, but you know.
Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still.
Yay!
And let's not forget my good friends, Mualani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
Yippee!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal.
Was that Jaguar lady? I didn't see her.
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
I don't think she's made an appearance yet. That way, I'll also become the champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Dancing time! Dun, 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 dun. Do it. I really liked Kachina's story. Like her arc in this was, it definitely spoke to me. Did she do the maracas one? Next one, surely. Oh my gosh! Look at him. I love how they always end it like this. Wrong one, Diva. Yeah. Yippee! We've danced. Excellent.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream.
Are you still feeling unwell?
Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me.
Where were her parents when she didn't get resurrected?
I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Did
You
she
gotta
mention her
recharge so
parents?
you'll be in the mood to have fun.
Did she mention her parents at all? I can't really remember. Dun, 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 dun.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on.
Oh, right, her snacks. Yeah, her mom. Right, pack snacks. Man, they should have shown the parents. That would have been crazy.
Everything comes at a price.
Devastating.
Most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Wind.
Wait, hold on. I just became aware of the way all of these footsteps sounded when the music was off. I wish you could take away the background noise. Yeah, silent disco. So awkward. Bring it back.
Coming in! Paimon, coming in! Is this level okay?
Yes, it's fine. Much better. So awkward.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters. There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to train harder, make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
I would love to see that.
No thanks.
To be fair, though, it's pretty brave of Paimon to be willing to go down there with us.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah.
Don't blow it!
I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I think that's everybody. Fruit. Chest. I swear, sometimes I cannot see the common chests. Mualani?
At previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
You can hear the steps. You just hear the stompers in the back.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy.
And now I'm being the moody one. Enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
It's okay. 10-hour NPC stomping and clapping ASMR to sleep to.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Oh?
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
Pip Blue, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I have alerts muted right now because I was okay, so my alert sound for raids it goes like this. And it has unfortunately happened at some inopportune moments tonight. So I had it muted just in case. Ay! But I figures you should hear it. Get the full fanfare. How are you liking Natlan? Really enjoying it. Really enjoying the story thus far. That's just poison the game ends here. Toto! Thank you for the 100 bits. I really appreciate it. Wow, brand new? First message, 100 bits. That's crazy. I hope you had a nice stream. I think we're just nearing the end of the Archon quest, so if you haven't watched, beware. This is like, I think this is like basically the epilogue of Act 2.
You look like you've still got questions.
Oh yeah.
Ask away.
Yes, question time. Isn't your plan a little convoluted?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel.
A lot of people will just run.
You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be,
Aww.
the truth is that very little information survives.
No, it's so sad.
From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist.
Maybe her art survived then.
She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses.
No!
Though, of course, none of her buildings are around anymore.
Soka is like yowling right now. He's going, ow? Ow? Ow?
Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
That's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
You're already aware of fate. Well, she did say that the traveler defies fate? So...
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now.
Agree.
And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle.
NPC clapping in my right ear, ASMR. 10 hours.
This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
I'm sorry, this is really important. This is really important. But this, like, she's going insane. She almost knocked over the tree. Ahsoka, what are you doing? Are you crazy? What? What doing? Oh my gosh, the clapping. Are you crazy, people? I guess she's decided she's chill now. You chill? Or do you have more to do? She I think it was off camera, but she jumped from the ground. She grabbed onto this. Like she grabbed it and then kind of pulled backwards. And then like jumped off and grabbed the flower. All from the same side. I guess she's done now. She's in her victory seat. She's crazy. She has so much energy. At any moment, she could start going again. So, if you want to keep an eye on this corner, this little section of the screen.
Ancient names can be forged?
Okay, so Mavuika, the Archon is saying she will forge a new ancient name? New ancient name. That almost seems like a contradiction, but based on the philosophy that the past and present and future are both existing simultaneously, I suppose it's possible?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0.
Okay.
Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full.
Oh.
Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall.
Oh.
Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
She's kind of the goat. Mavuika.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away.
Shilonen.
She's the one who will forge the name.
Oh my gosh.
We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
I'm excited to meet her. Blackstone under Whitestone.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
What were those question marks? They're not gonna tell us who that was? Oh, cute. Oh, sweet. Sorry. He saw the camera. He's looking at us. No, I don't think so. There was the Fatui agent. And then someone else.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
Oh, hello. No more questions, milady, about the captain's whereabouts.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind.
I'd say based on the trailer, it's Auroran.
I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion.
Oh.
If you learn anything about this during your adventures,
Lady?
please let me know. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
That was something that people commented on my Daily Dish video about, or my trailer reaction. Or not trailer reaction, the Pyro Archon captain fight scene. I thought that he ran away. Like, I thought he was the one who threw the smoke initially. But based on that, it seems like he was ready to continue fighting. It was like I went back and watched it. It was like a split second where you could see he was preparing like another cryo attack. And then the smoke came over him. So it wasn't him who chose to leave, but he was injured. He said that. He needed to be rescued. That remains true. The elemental energy and the abyss. Oh yes.
The abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why. It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself.
Oh.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the absence of people from Natlan in the other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the abyss.
Oh.
Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wayob. But
I
their
see.
power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
Oh, so they can't leave Natlan.
Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wayob to grant them leave. And the Wayob have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the abyss. Still, there's no need to worry. The Wayob extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar.
Wonder if there's anyone who we know who's from Natlan, but we don't know they're from Natlan.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
The Pepsi woman. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it. I've got no other questions, milady. Me Archon.
Alright, Kachina. Let's party!
I'm a little embarrassed.
Don't be.
You're the
Come
star.
on, you're
Yeah.
the star of the show today.
Yes, you are. Say it with me, Kachina. Watashi wa star. Watashi wa star. 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 Are there more voice lines?
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the same.
The Abyss has
Thanks, girl. I think that's it. Can I sit here? Excellent. People were memeing about how Kave and Mavuika were siblings, and now look at them. Yeah, people were saying their face is similar. That they look similar. Let's take a look.
I'll take care of this.
Now stand still. Need them to look at the camera.
23 months is almost 24 months on. I also have one question for you. After doing the Archon quest, learning about the 4 out of 6 characters who lead their ancient names like Xylonen, Kinich, Ianzen and Mualani, who do you think the other 2 could be?
Thank you for the resub. Well, let's see. Are they dependent on different tribes? Oh, 2 others. My guess? I mean, I'd have to guess it's the other 2 characters that we...
My latest design's
one per
there, but there's still room for improvement.
Yes, thank you.
Better make my finishing touches before the deadline.
I do see it. Sorry, I just see it. I mean, it could be... Yeah, I think the safest answer is probably Auroran and Chaska. Similar hats, but Kave's got a wider mouth. Similar hat. Oh, isn't Chaska the same tribe as Kinich, so it can't be her? I don't know then. No, different tribes. No, she's not.
Where's my...
Yeah, I mean... I guess that would be the most sensible... That the playable cast that we know of right now would be the 6. Unless there's going to be some drip marketing soon. Just depends. Yeah, I feel like Auroran is the guy talking to Capitano. That is the theory that I heard. All right. Stand still, please. Yeah, that's the theory that I heard on Twitter. Secret drip marketing. Yeah, okay. I definitely see it. Obviously, their skin tone is the same. The eyes are different, but similarly shaped. Please stop moving.
Where's my key? Not again.
Their profiles are, of course. Are they similar? Or is this more rounded? You know.
The ability to appreciate beauty.
They all
is an
look the same,
important
though.
Virtue.
They get their eyebrows done by the same lady. Okay, Archon quest, Act 1 and Act 2. I enjoyed them. They did not feel too long for like... I mean, this was a lot of like setup. It was a lot of setup, which is normal for Act 1 and Act 2. I think Act 1 and Act 2 usually serve two or three purposes. They introduce like the major conflict point and like what you're fighting for. They introduce you to the characters and give you like a reason to care about them. And then they introduce you to the nature, like the culture of the nation as a whole, which I feel like these 2 quests have like hit all of those points. A lot of really great cutscenes. I have no issue with like the power of friendship, the power of friendship trope, but I did feel like the way they talked about it was pretty on the nose. Writing was a bit on the nose. I feel like they could have probably talked about that in a more sophisticated way. But I have no issue with the trope itself. As long as we don't get another Act 3 Fontaine arc, that was a rough one. The playing that one was tough. Yeah, actually verbally saying the power of friendship was a bit cheesy. That's so fair, but I hit the spot, my heart, perfectly. I'm happy to hear that. Let's see. Archon. Respect and like her as a person very much. Very, very much. Definitely. I mean, I'd want her as my Archon if I had to choose. Act 3 was the prison one. Yeah, Act 3 had good, like, in hindsight, it had good value to the overarching story and, like, gave us a bit of insight into what Farina was experiencing all these years. But the playing of it was pretty bedge. Characters averted my expectations. Natlan was so closed off, but the characters are very open and welcoming. She's super slay. I want to know what SBF she uses. Do you think she gets I was about to ask a dumb question. A dumb joke question. I'm not gonna ask it anymore. All characters are the same. Sorry, trying to catch up on chat messages. All characters are the same, totally unplayable, 1-star rating. What? I didn't mind the prison sequence. I thought it was cool. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you didn't. That's bait. Or sarcasm. She's super slay. Yeah, I think she's cool. She takes her position seriously and has like very clearly exhibited that she deserves her position and has fought for her people, made sacrifices for her people, like will do what is ever is necessary to save and protect. Like that's what you want from a leader in a fictional universe, what you might dream of having in the real world. But big heart, super down to earth, which I think is cool. She's like Farina, but visibly proactive. Yeah, similar dedication, different methods. It's now that she's human, she has a very interesting view of fate and time. Yeah, I mean, I guess that has to stem from the fact that she's lived twice. And that, like, when she ended her life the first time, it was with the knowledge of, like, the future. So that knowledge of the future was what drove her in the present moment. And her dedication, the sacrifices she made in the past, and all the people who encouraged her and, like, stood behind her are motivating and driving her now. Even though most of those people are dead. Well, all of those people from her first life are dead. Their impact still matters to her. How did she know she would be okay ending her life, though, the first time? I mean, I guess she was already... She was already the Archon. So she basically served 2 terms? Maybe? The Genshin impact. Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's kind of my only remaining like technical question is, was she reborn or was she resurrected? And do the people obviously don't know that she was the Archon, that she's like the Archon for the second time. Mavuika 2024. So, ow. I just hit my water bottle with my ankle. So that's my only technical question. It's like, where did she come from? Where did the second version of her come from, and where was she in the meantime? So maybe some lore YouTubers will answer those questions for us. Do you remember Venti's line about the Pyro Archon? I don't know. Do the other Archons have lines about her? Neuvillette does, right? Venti Ningon Kota. Buer Farina. Ball. Shenyun. Nor. I feel like I remember Neuvillette having one. But maybe that... Geo Animo Electrodendro. Nope. Maybe later they'll be added? He called her a warmongering wretch? Oh. I mean, if they're fighting against the Abyss... It's kind of sus, man. What's wrong with that? In the webtoon, Venti talked about her. Looking at the Pyro Gemstone level up material description, I wonder if the blurred word is referring to the first Pyro Archon. Surely I have one of those. I don't. I have to craft one. Seems like the opposite. Neuvillette doesn't mention the Hydro Archon. You mean Farina or Focalor? I think it's under Focalor. Character essential material. A pilgrimage for a wish, a battle. I guess I didn't need to craft it, did I? A battle to earn a name. Burned to cinders for a dream. If the intention yet remains, achieved blank's truth he has. I don't know. A pilgrimage for a wish. A battle to earn a name. That sounds like... It sounds like it could be connected to ancient names. Ashy, what? My cats are yellers. How did they learn this? Don't censor our lore, mad. I would definitely recommend watching Murder of Birds, Arnold's new video. I have not finished it, but it's a 2-hour like deep dive speculative video about Natlan, and it has lots of lore bits in it. That will probably I'm watching it like 20 minutes at a time so I can absorb it all. But it's a really great video. Arnold's the goat for making that. You have the top comment on that video? No. No. It was a dumb comment. Murder of Birds Genshin. Archon of Death. I do. Stupid. Me pretending 5.0 isn't out yet so I can enjoy this masterpiece. You don't even play Genshin? What? Oh, people really just be saying stuff. Someone said that and 3 people liked it. People just be making stuff up. Proceeds to like said comment. Have you fought the local legends? I am working on it. I'm actually attempting to Kaya solo all of them, but that is going to take some time. But it used to be believable. Can you give us a link to the video? Of course. Wow. Really, it's amazing the work that went into this. There you go. Fatui Legends are so bad. Yeah, I got like maybe 60%. I got the Saphos to 60% HP. But I think I need to work on my Kaya build a bit to make him more consistently and also heal as much as possible. Difficult. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other things I wanted to debrief about. Loved the really liked Mualani and her voice actor performance. I found her very believable and likable. You're still trying to soul them? Still. Yes. Well, I've only tried once, so yes. How do you even do the turtle shield one? I haven't even gone that far. Rebirth time? It's 12:48. So unfortunately, no. Can you give me a blind guess on who the traitor is? It's not really blind guess because I've already heard the theories, but I'm probably gonna. I have to assume it's Auroran. Blind prediction for the Natlan storyline. Why everyone asking me for a blind prediction? No. No, I'm not going to give you a prediction because truthfully, there are people who've done it way better than I have. So I say you should watch Arnold's video instead. Miss Ish, when did you pull for Mulan? I thought you said you weren't pulling. Why does everyone think that? I never said that. I pulled her like second day in Natlan? Yeah, Capitano. Compelling. Respect that he didn't try to take advantage of Mavuika when she was weak. What if we were the traitor the whole time? Well, that is the theory. Okay. Ink. Overall, I would say I really enjoyed the pacing of the quest. Just talking about the play experience of it. The pacing felt good. There wasn't any part that I felt like really dragged. You can also talk to Vichama to tell him about Malko. Oh. Where is he? Is he in the same place? I think it's less emotional than Fontaine's though. Well, it's only Act 2. I don't remember Fontaine Act 1 and 2 being particularly emotional either. We don't know if there's a god. What if it was Pakal? No, it wasn't his voice. We don't know if there's a god. It was good or.
Dear Diary.
More about 23 voice line mention the Pyro Archon. It also probably about the Pervious second since until last year Lantern right most of the Archon Haven communicated since the Cataclysm MHM.
Yes. Raven, I can tell you were typing really fast. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, I think you're right. Vichama's back in the Scions of the Canopy area near the area we found him. Okay, I'll go take a peek. Because I would like to see what he says. Yes, over here. Oh, Navi and Nivilat stuff. Oh, right. Yes. That's true. That was pretty intense. I mean, Fontaine was also very theatrical. Wayne's here. Where is bro? Vichama.
I heard you made it back from the Night Kingdom. Very impressive. Considering your courage,
Bashe.
conviction, and strength, I'd say you're the most outstanding warriors I've ever met.
We saw Malko in the Night
Only I could be
Kingdom.
more like you.
Oh.
What? So that's what happened. Malko, he chose to... I'm sorry. It's hard to express what I'm feeling right now. Even though we're separated by death, we still managed to accomplish something together.
Yeah. Oh,
we
it's
had
true.
the chance to fight side by side again.
That's a great way to look at it.
I'll finally be able to get a good night's sleep now. Mako, my friend, just keep waiting. We'll be together again one day.
I think he was like actually like vaporized though by the Abyss Herald. But we don't need to really talk about that part.
Off we go.
We'll meet in the afterlife. I don't know exactly what happens if you get killed in the freaking the Night Kingdom. I don't really know what that means. Yay! Okay, I think that's everything. Give me my primo gem. Yeah. Yeah. Primo gem. Primo gem. Primo gem. Oh, primo.
Need a surfboard?
Their story also helped guide Mualani.
Add at.
Searching for
Thank you for
her. I wonder what Mualani would call Kachina. It's almost like a little sister mentor type of relationship. It's really sweet. Who did you pick for free 5-star? I picked Dea. There's another wish you can claim from the adventure handbook. Oh, true. Yes, I forgot because it's 2 acts. Yes. F2P funds cooking slowly. I'm hoping these will come in handy at some point. I'm like hoping that there's going to be a new 5-star added to the standard banner someday. Someday soon. Is the best Mualani team at the moment? No. Don't look too hard at my team.
You can only do so much on your own, but
No, definitely not.
Anything's possible.
I would... What the freak? I would say checks guides. I know she's good with Vaporize and Burgeon. Burgeon, apparently. I would say Vaporize is probably a safe choice, but I know Dea works well with her. Drawing streams. Oh, good times. They will add one. It's just a matter of time. That was from when I used to draw on stream. Only did it a few times because I got it was a little stressful drawing in front of people when I was just learning. I felt like, and you know, most people did it with good intentions, but there's a lot of people like, you know, giving unsolicited advice, and it made me kind of a little bit stressed out. So learning things with an audience is very no, but the team I was running with Mualani before was just I was just running double pyro, but I guess you could run double hydro for the
this time?
extra max HP. I don't know exactly who you might want to pick, but I think this would, well, you could go Kokomi heals if you have her. I'm not a guide maker, okay? I'm a dirty, filthy, disgusting casual, so I would say consult the professionals. Haha. Have you done the capybara bus? No, but it's on my list. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for me. Excited about the setup for Act 3. I think it's going to be... Let's see, what is going to be Act 3? There would definitely be another... I'm assuming there'll be another altercation with the Fatui. Perhaps more Capitano, I hope. Forging of the new ancient name. And then probably gathering the next two. Ancient name bearers. And if it is Auroran? If it is Auroran, and he is in fact the traitor, or he is serving Capitano or the Fatui in some way, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Vape team's good. Shungling is really good. Classic. Shungling is always good, always in every team. Doesn't matter what it is. Auroran. I see Auroran and Sidlali. Okay, chat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining for the Archon quest. Appreciate your commentary and reminding me of lore stuff that I forgot, as always. These times are killing me. I just woke up. I'm sorry. I'm streaming much later than I normally am. Since we're done with that, I think tomorrow's Sunday, so I won't stream, but I'll be back on Monday. We'll do probably next attempt at beating Saphos with Kaya, and then back into Rebirth, Final Fantasy Rebirth, because I miss it terribly. So you can't let me spend 3 hours trying to beat Saphos with Kaya. You can't let me. An hour and a half maximum. Okay, chat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching on Dish Rods. I hope you enjoyed. Would love to hear your theories, thoughts, hopes, and dreams. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, chat. Thank you. Hi, Isabel. Thank you for the 19 months.